We're in New York at the auto show, and auto shows are now coming back, at least in some fashion form, after the death of auto shows had been declared. But I think there will be thousands of people who will go through the Javits Center here on the western side of Manhattan. Do you believe in auto shows, and why?
Um, I believe in giving people as much time as we possibly can to see what we sell and to feel it, touch it, get behind the wheel of it. And I think whether it be auto shows or other in real life experiences, ways that people can connect with a car physically, I think it's really special and I think it's really cool. And I think auto shows is one of many different ways we can do that. I'm excited to see more evolution when it comes to auto shows. So I think, we'll see next year and the year after how things change. But I think the more we can make it personal, like we talked about, for people to come in, they may see everything through the lens of the same lens that everybody else does in the macro sense, but in the micro sense that we give people ways to capture content, to have conversations, to feel like it's a party of one, that they can choose where they want to go and they can get as much information, they can get as much human interaction as they want, have their questions answered, get a chance to, touch the cars and see what sits right with them when they sit in that front seat, and hopefully feel like they come away with a better understanding of, yeah, that those are the handful of cars that I'm really interested in, and I'm going to go and now start my shopping.
Well, and let's face it, they're paying to come and see your product,
Hmm.
which does not happen in very many other retail experiences.
No, you're absolutely right. But again, a lot of retail experiences don't have a product that might cost you, several $1,000s. So
Right,
I
right.
think in the scheme of things, paying $20, whatever it might be now for a general admission ticket to something like an auto show, is an investment for people that probably feels very well worth it, right? If you're going to spend thousands on a car, why not spend a little bit of money to go in and check out what's available now and feel like you can do that in an environment that's low pressure, where you feel you can decide where you want to go next, right? Which cars you want to see and what you want to hear about them.
And I'm convinced too that there was a bit of a confluence of ideas that were mixing the auto show equation. So back at the Detroit Auto Show 20 years ago, you had Jeeps that were unveiled that crashed through plate glass windows as a big splash for the media, but had nothing to do with the consumer.
Mm.
And it was declared by the media that auto shows were going down because media weren't covering auto
Mm.
shows as much, but consumers were
Mhm.
still going to shows.
Mhm.
So whether you're in Cleveland or New York, there's still a place for those products to be displayed. And as we said earlier, you might not even see it on the lot. That might be the only place where you can go, at least for the next year or so,
Mhm.
to touch and feel.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
right. Exactly what we were talking about earlier about not having a lot of supply. Dealers don't have a lot of that in their lots right now. So being able to see a whole, range of different cars here in one place gives people a chance to do that. And hopefully they like what they see and they, like I said, start the shopping process. And they may have to wait a little while, but hopefully with a little bit of patience, they'll get what they're looking for. And hopefully it's Volkswagen.